before, this is a podcast for Christian entrepreneurs and coaches, and it focuses on helping you design and price your signature offer, optimize your mindset around sales and money, and optimize a high integrity sales process that's going to allow you to grow your business, but to do it the right way and to give back and do it in an honorable way that honors both your prospects and your family and the kingdom all at once. And so that's what this podcast is about. We're now recording this through Riverside. So some of you are watching us on video, others of you are still listening on the podcast. We love both of our audiences. And today I want to talk to you about mastery, referrals, and sales. And the truth is that it's more about the order of priority of things than anything else. I was telling this story in our sales school for coaches class today that when I was new working for the company I worked for before I started Faith2Influence, I was doing high ticket sales. And I remember having a really challenging start to my career with them. We were calling on the wrong audience. This is why your mission statement is so important. Having the right target audience, the right business model matters so much. We were calling on the absolute wrong audience. We were calling on C-level executives. We were cold prospecting to them on LinkedIn, so we didn't have any credibility or warmth in the relationship with them. And in fact, we didn't have any credibility at all. We didn't even have a website. We didn't have any lead flow. We didn't have any history of success with that particular audience. We had the wrong offer. Everything was wrong in those first 3 months. And I had 100 sales calls and went 0 for 100 those first 3 months. Pretty wild. I wasn't deterred, though. I've heard that success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. And that's what my experience was. I was discouraged, frustrated at times, but I wanted to keep going. And I kept working hard. I kept wanting to develop my skill set. And I remember after going 0 for 100, that fall, things shifted. And a big reason why is that we changed our audience. We started focusing on the right target audience. For us at the time, it was salespeople. We were all salespeople, a lot better than C-level executives, which none of us had ever been before. And we knew some salespeople, so we could have a warmer audience of people we knew. We could ask for referrals. We had some credibility in the sales marketplace as entrepreneurs and leaders. And so that audience made a lot more sense. We got an offer that made a lot more sense. We started reaching out to people that we knew and getting referrals and focusing on that. And all of a sudden, things were dramatically different. Another thing, though, that changed for me was focus. I remember my sales manager at the time saying the number one priority for you on every single sales call needs to be mastery of the process. And here's what I know to be true today. One sale isn't going to feed my family. One sale isn't going to provide for my team members. One sale isn't going to accomplish the goals and dreams or the mission that God's put me on. I need to make sale after sale after sale after sale to accomplish my goals, to provide for my family, to build my team, to fulfill my vision. I need a strong, long-term, consistent flow of sales, not just one. And the sales skill set that I developed in that opportunity was worth far more than any single sale could ever be worth. And so that was great wisdom to focus first on mastery of the sales process. Many of you know our 10-step sales process. If you don't know it yet, go to goodsalespdf.com, www.goodsalespdf.com. You can get a copy of our 10-step sales process for free. What you want to do is grade yourself after every sales call that you have. Get the repetitions in, but then start asking yourself, what am I doing well? And where can I get better? And focus on mastery of the process, development of your skill set. That's so important. And I wanted to get better every single time I held a call. The second thing that he told me was after focusing on mastering the sales process, focus on referrals. And I became obsessed. I read books. I researched online. I decided I wanted to be the best at getting referrals. And I was going to ask every single time. And I made that a high, high, high priority. And you know what the number one reason is that people don't get referrals? It's that they don't ask. If you want to get referrals, ask for referrals. Ask to be introduced. I started asking at the end of every sales call for referrals. And listen, how you do it doesn't matter nearly as much as the fact that you do it. You just need to ask, hey, before we wrap up, can I ask you one more question? As you know, I'm looking to build my business with Christian coaches. Who do you know who's a Christian coach who would benefit from the work that we do? Who you think I should meet? Do you know one or two coaches who I should be talking to? It doesn't matter how you ask. I joked in our sales school call today. You could literally at the end of the call just like blurt out, referrals! And totally biff it, and you'll get some if you ask every single time. So yes, we want to be thoughtful and tactful, and we want to get better at how we ask. But the most important thing is deciding that you're going to ask for referrals at the end of every call, and then to ask, to follow through with that, to make it a habit like brushing your teeth. Because if you focus on referrals, you're going to get more leads, and one sale can turn into 2 or 3. One no sale can turn into additional leads and a sale. And I experienced so much of that after I took that on as a challenge to master referrals as a second priority on every sales call. And the third priority on my sales calls was to make a sale. Now listen, I really wanted to make sales. I still do. I love the thrill of making a sale. And it's only when I make a sale that I have the true opportunity and pleasure of serving my clients. I can't serve somebody at the fullest level, at my full capacity. I can't give to them the full gifts that God has given me to share without making a sale first. So I want to make a sale. But even more than that, I want to get referrals. Even more than that, I wanted to master the process. So that was my focus. Mastery of the process first, referrals second, sales 3. Hopefully all 3 of them were going to happen at the same time. But if I had to choose one or the other in priority, mastery, referrals, and then sales. Well, what happened that quarter as we changed and appropriated our mission statement and our business model and our target audience and who we reached out to and like the warmth of our leads, and I made referrals a priority and I made mastery of the sales process a priority, is I experienced tremendous success. I'd gone 0 for 100 trying to make sales with the wrong priorities, the wrong mission statement, the wrong offer, the wrong prospecting strategy. And then that fall, my company came out with a new comp structure. And they said, listen, we're going to give you a bonus structure this quarter. If you hit this many sales, you get X bonus. You hit this many sales, you get Y bonus. And if you get this many sales, you get a $20,000 bonus. Now I'm coming off of going 0 for 100. I'm not making any money. I'm living in my brother's house. I just met my new wife, my now wife. She wasn't my wife then. We're dating. I've got barely any money. I've gone 0 for 100. And my manager says to me, this high-end bonus, this $20,000 bonus that you could earn in a single quarter, along with all your commissions for making the sales to get to the level that would require or give you the opportunity to earn that bonus, this is probably going to take you a few years to achieve. But it's something you can work towards long term. I hit it that quarter. I got the $20,000 bonus that quarter. And I'll tell you what, the company changed the comp structure immediately. They realized they couldn't possibly pay me that much. As much as I had earned that quarter with commissions and that bonus. But the point is, I went from 0 for 100 to selling more than they ever thought was possible for me. And it happened like that. But you know what had happened when I went 0 for 100? During that time period, I learned. I got better. I developed my skill set. So even though I wasn't talking to the right leads, I wasn't making the right offer, I wasn't in the right skill set yet, I was learning over and over and over through the repetitions. And it led to tremendous success. I went from earning $1,000 a month the first few months working with that company to earning over $130,000 a year. And that led to me launching Faith2Influence and doing over $250,000 in revenue my first year in business. Far beyond numbers I thought were possible, to be honest. And obviously it's God's provision beyond anything else. But that focus, mastery of the skill set first, referrals second, sales third, made a huge difference for me. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Now the key in this, if you really want to focus on mastery, referrals, and sales, is you need repetitions of opportunities. Mastery comes through repetition. I've held thousands and thousands of sales calls in my career. At this point, I've absolutely held over 10,000 sales conversations since I was 18 years old. And that has helped. That has made a huge difference. And I'm probably getting close to 10,000 sales conversations in high ticket coaching. And that makes a huge difference. But I'll tell you what, 100 makes a huge difference. 15 makes a huge difference. You'll be so much better after 15 than you were at 1. You'll be so much better after 100 than you were at 15. And you'll be so much better at 1,000 than you were at 100. So wherever you're at right now in your career and how many of these repetitions you've had, some of you I know are brand new. You haven't had any sales calls yet. You need to get in the game. You need to start having the repetitions. You need to start allowing that skill set to move towards mastery. You can do this. If you've got questions about this, you want help, www.goodsalespdf.com, get our sales process, or consider taking our challenge for $7. If you want me to share the process aloud with you, you want help with your mission statement, your target audience, some of those other problems that we were facing when I was new there. We do all of that. We cover all of that: business model, pricing, mission statement, target audience, and how to open a sales call. All of that's covered in our 4-day challenge, which is only $7. It's a gift to you. So feel free to check that out as well. That's www.salesisgood.com. Salesisgood.com. I hope this has been helpful. God bless you all. Have an amazing week. If you're listening to this live right as it comes out, be praying for us. We're holding our conference next week, Christian Coaches Academy Live, our biggest event we've ever held so far, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I could use prayer for myself, for my team, for the attendees coming. Just pray that God's Spirit is in the room and He speaks through us and helps us support each other well. Talk to you all soon. See you next week.